He was clearly a man, but he liked to use cosmetics to adorn his face like a woman, and every night he would host a ball in the palace. At that moment, an old woman was picking a rose outside the palace. She barged into the prince's ball, wanting to give the rose to the prince, but the arrogant man threw the rose on the ground. The old woman warned the prince not to judge by appearances, but she was expelled from the palace. At that moment, the old woman picked up the rose, and her body began to change. The old woman transformed into a beautiful young girl. The prince, upon seeing this, immediately knelt and begged for forgiveness, but it was too late. To punish the prince, the old woman turned him into an ugly beast, and all the servants in the palace became decorations. The only way to break the curse was for the prince to find someone who truly loved him before the rose withered. Otherwise, he would remain a beast forever. 5 years later, Tony was driving a carriage up the mountain, but that was when Tony encountered an attack by a wolf pack. To escape the wolves, Tony accidentally entered a castle. No matter how much he called, no one responded. Then Tony found delicious food on the dining table. Having been hungry for so long, he was just about to eat when a cup slid toward him, and this cup could speak. Tony was so scared that he immediately ran away. But as he passed through the garden, he found a beautiful white rose. Tony wanted to pick the flower to give it to his daughter, but just as he was about to pick it, a tall, dark figure appeared.